It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see teams who have been division rivals since 1961. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Hurts. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. On 1st down, Hurts. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now an inside give to McCoy. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. The one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing this thing back, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's McCoy. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. And this one complete to Winton over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Going right side. He has Winton. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was able to bounce it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll buy some time right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there.
Yeah, boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Right side caught by Jackson. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Up the middle, here's McCoy. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well,
yeah.
Right? But in this case, the defense held out. He had to force the field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. but I certainly didn't expect them to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hurts throw taken in here by Jackson.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, man. Hey, let's go.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll begin with a handoff to Smith. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Off the play fake, Prescott. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch him, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Prescott on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
It's one play at a time, baby.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On first down, Hurts. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jackson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Hurts going to take this himself.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
The quick feet by Jackson.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, look at the juke. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down, Prescott.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott yet again. Going for the deep ball.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Owens. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports halftime report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for Philadelphia. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. 10th carry now for McCoy. Oh, nice move. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hurts.
And a loose football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want him to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. And out now come the Cowboys.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. This little short throw to Winton. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Owens.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Flushed out right.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Prescott now. Over the middle to Smith.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Prescott. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Caught by the tight end Hurts. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Smith catches left side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Prescott on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Smith.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Prescott from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Smith. Oh, able to avoid him.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Smith up the middle. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Just too many mistakes in all phases of the game. Still, you've got a chance to get this back to a one-score game here in the third quarter. You've got to be able to convert here. Instead, it comes up empty.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He finds McCoy, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they picked up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Westbrook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Let's go, baby.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Throwing is Hurts.
The open man is Westbrook.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Second and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Winton, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the draw, this is Smith, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a star.
Big.
I put a star. On 1st and 10, Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Pearson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Touchdown, Cowboys! From 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And out now come the Eagles.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the option, it'll be Hurts.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 39,
Hurts.
Hurts has it left side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now an inside give to McCoy. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin with a run by Smith. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 76 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts.
Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now McCoy. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's McCoy. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now the try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 7, 24 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here's Dak.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pearson.
At 5 yards, not going to cut it here, and that clock continues to run.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.